Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's January 14th, 2020. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, a blessed day indeed. I wanted to give you guys a few updates on what's going on around the Middle East, all right? First, we have several European nations, Britain, France, Germany, who are not very happy with Iran and their actions, okay? And they've talked about completely leaving the Iranian nuclear deal because some European countries are still abiding by parts of it, right? And Iran stated that there would be swift and strong responses if these countries decide to fully leave the Iranian nuclear deal, okay? We're seeing a lot of rocket attacks. Now, they're not big rocket attacks, but a lot of rocket attacks towards bases in Iraq that house U.S. troops, okay? Now, these aren't wide-scale attacks like the one that killed the U.S. contractor and wounded the U.S. soldiers, but, any attack, any rocket attack we see against a base that houses U.S. Troops is a big deal, okay? Any one of these rockets could maim, injure, or kill a U.S. service member and plunge us into war with Iran, right? So that's something we need to watch. Basically, the situation with the U.S. and Iran, it's not getting better. It hasn't been getting better. We've stated this. We know this. You know this. I know this. Israel is currently attacking the T-4 base in Syria, okay? We haven't seen this in a little while, honestly. Israel's taken a step back. That might be because Benjamin Netanyahu has he's calmed down a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on with the elections over in Israel, with his position in the government, okay? Certain accusations against him. So we have not seen as many strikes from Israel. They still go on, but we haven't seen as many. But that is currently going on. I don't expect any major response because of it. There usually isn't. But I thought, I'd let you know Israel's still there. They're still carrying out air raids against Syria and the Iranian IRGC militia. And the IRGC themselves, as long as it's outside of Iran, they're fine with doing it for right now. Netanyahu and the IDF came out and stated that Iran could have a nuclear weapon by the end of 2020. And Benjamin Netanyahu has stated multiple times that Israel is not going to allow that to occur. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means Israeli strikes on Iran. And we know that in the past, there's been a few instances where Israel was about to pull the trigger and bomb Iranian nuclear sites, but pulled back. Okay, how many times do they do that? How many more times before we see kinetic action against and inside Iran? Very, very serious situation. Like I said, it's not dying down. Other news other than the Middle East, the U.S. State Department has stated that they are trying to reignite and rekindle diplomatic relations between the U.S. and North Korea, because North Korea is like, listen, we're done. We're done. We're not going to denuclearize. We've stated that multiple times. The U.S. keeps on pushing it. We keep on telling them no. They keep on saying this is their end goal. It's not really going anywhere. So a lot of people believe that this year we're going to see more North Korea missile tests, some ICBM tests, maybe some nuclear tests. All right. Everything that the U.S. is trying to do diplomatically is all for naught. It's all going to fail. We know this. We've said this ever since the summit in Singapore, right? So this is something else we need to watch. When there isn't one thing, there's two things. And when there isn't two things, there's three things. Of course, we're watching India and Pakistan, but that is just crossfire across the LOC that happens on a daily basis, it seems like, So those are the theaters we're currently watching and looking at, all right? As more information comes out, I'll let you guys know. We'll discuss it. Grab a beer, say a few prayers, and as always, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.